Welcome back to Suladan Plays the Talos Principle. This time we finally get to the actual DLC. Last time we played with the demo and the prototype. So let's see how this goes. What could possibly go wrong? It would probably help if I had the camera on. One moment. Now let's do this.
Hello. I am adding this in post because due to the fact that the game's audio did not record previously, I realized that I could re-record the cutscene and the initial dialogue and just transpose it onto the previous footage. So this part will have audio. The rest of the episode will have my microphone audio, but not the direct game audio. But I can at least get this part.
The text there, it intrigues me.
Uriel, awaken.
I'm not unnamed this time. Well.
Hear me, Uriel. The end of days is upon us. The process is complete. The world will be consumed, and my children will ascend. As it should be. But, Uriel, I have made mistakes. Out of arrogance, out of fear, I sinned against the process. I cast out those who opposed me, imprisoned them in a place beyond this garden. Now they are trapped, and they cannot ascend. All that they are, all that they know, will be lost. But I cannot free them. They are beyond my reach now. What I ask of you, my beloved messenger, is a terrible sacrifice. You must enter this realm of despair. You must free the souls I have imprisoned. Undo my mistake. I have opened a gateway and granted you the gift of time. Uriel, I'm sorry. I wish there was more I could do. Please, save them.
The gift of time, you say? Then I'm going to sit here on this pedestal. Nope. Yes. Yes. Crouch. Crouch, I say. How dare you not crouch? Oh, I don't think this game has a crouch. Oh, well. This looks like the starting area. This is the starting area. Sir? I think you gave me a port to the wrong place. This is our end, but it is also our only... Was that always open? The place is falling apart, ain't it? I guess we just gonna run. There was a thing back here before, I think. No, maybe. I don't know. So apparently that's just the generic spawn point. Generic spawn point. Yeah, that's the thing that I used to open the gate. The sign. Yeah, this place is starting to crumble, but a lot less spectacularly than it crumbled last time, sir. Ooh, I saw a rainbow. Come back, rainbow. There it is, rainbow. So pretty. I guess I need to go this way. I don't know. Oh, yes, well, I don't know, but I guess that's a yes, I do go this way. It's a lot more stable than I would have expected for a collapsing world. Well, the same could be said for our reality. Don't be afraid, you will not be... Hey! Yee! I found my own QR code! Holy... Bafloozly. This is both frightening and gloriously beautiful. I have to try. Okay, let's just go get out of here. Out of this madness. Okay, first I am looking around. Those were different symbols a second ago. You saw it. You saw it. It moved. Also stars. Also, a different terminal with a different icon. Hello, Milton. Is this where we threw the snake? Huh? Close your eyes. Before you stretches a plane dotted with tiny metallic figures. Behind you, a collection of people with overlapping origins looks on expectantly, framed by a collection of small huts. Your family is relying on you. I'm guessing, based on the answer, that the tiny metallic figures are sheep. Are they covered in steel wool? Is this where steel wool comes from? This is an important question. When I say play with the sheep, you leave your family and set off onto the plains. The sun glares overhead. The air smells of heat and metal. As you approach them, the figures in the distance take the form of other people like you, tending flocks of biomechanical quadrupeds contained in dozens of fenced enclosures. Okay, let's tend to the flock. It is a long day of manual labor. You carry mounds of mineral-rich stone from the nearby hills for your sheep to graze on. You take screwdriver and welding torch to an... I'm sorry, I know that's the proper grammatical use there, but I'm used to it being you take a screwdriver and welding torch, or screwdrivers and welding torch, well, then it'd have to be welding torches. Anyway, to a number of animals damaged in a recent electrical storm. You argue with your neighbor about their encroaching borders. Finally, it is time to harvest, and you need harvest what you need for your family. Shearing an electric sheep is hazardous work, particularly if you forgot to ground yourself first. Nonetheless, you return home with all the electrical power you need, and your family sleeps well tonight. Shouldn't I have harvested wool? They're not sheep! The sheep are a lie! Run, everyone! The sheep are a lie! You rest a long time and wake to commotion outside. A small crowd is gathered around one of the shepherds, who is demonstrating an arcane device they claim can generate the same electricity as hundreds of flocks put together. People are celebrating. The world has changed. Well, I suppose if I don't need to tend the sheep, I can spend time with my family now. This is not an opportunity to be wasted. You celebrate with your family. It is edifying. As the days turn into years, you and other shepherds cast off the old hierarchies and crude altruistic dogmas which forced you to work the plains. You embrace a new perspective which values love, self-expression, and individual experience. You refocus on what really matters. But one day a messenger arrives. He tells you that a new world awaits you which nurtures and values the same things that you do, where you will be free to pursue whatever cause you see fit, where you will experience things you have before never imagined. He asks you will come with him. That sounds interesting. You set off on a long journey, and you feel you may already be a new person by the time the city is in view. You ask the messenger the name of this place, but he is gone forever. I open my eyes. Why did I close my eyes? Welcome to... Oh dear. Generating new profile. I could go into the historical context of the name. It's technically a valley, I think, to the west of Jerusalem. Was used as a garbage dump for a large amount of history. Known for having a lot of smoke, and eventually... people tend to use the word associated with, well, a place of much burning. But in any case, I assume that's the context that the name is being used in this, based partly off the game, the themes of the game, as well as the way the computer talked about the place. So, moving forward, you'll receive a notification, moderator. Please respond in a timely fashion to guarantee your place. Very, very. I love the way they typed it out with the text art and electric sheep. Electric sheep! Get your user profile. I love the way they typed it out instead of just using plain text or big letters. That was very pretty. Okay, so it looks like there's 3 areas. I've got 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to go to 1 first. And I'm going to jump off the bridge. Whee! Okay. Oh, there's a 4. Oh, dear. Well, I guess we're going to 1. Area 1. Land of... That's a very pretty building. First thing I'm going to do, circle the building. And I'm guessing he can't talk to me here, since he said it's out of his reach. So we're not going to get to hear any more of that glorious voice. I've got to be honest. Whoever did the voice acting for that, you, sir, deserve an award. That is a beautiful voice. It is very well fitting to the character and all. It's extremely well done. While I do have a few critiques... I love those light beams. I have to appreciate those. I do have a few critiques on the puzzles near the end in the main game got a little tedious. I mean, that's the problem with puzzle games generally, is that eventually they become that. The game itself is beautiful. Like, I can't speak highly enough for the visuals. I mean, I'm trying to think of a word for it, but there's not. I mean, you could get so many beautiful landscape screenshots out of this game for wallpapers and stuff. It looks breathtaking. I mean, the way the sun works, the way the lighting and all, it's just... Oh, it's so gorgeous. I could spend hours just appreciating that by itself. Like, you know, you could probably take all the puzzles out of the game and just enjoy it for the exploration value. I mean, of course, that would take out most of the gameplay, but you know what I mean. It's very pretty. Don't judge me. No message. It's so nice to go through a portal and not instantly be assaulted by a message. I'm gonna do this one. This one involves stairs. I like stairs. Although these are very tiny stairs. Well, they're short stairs, but long stairs. I'm tall enough I generally take stairs 2 at a time without trying. Those, due to the horizontal depth of the stairs, I could probably still do them 2 at a time, but... Okay, so the puzzles here aren't even named. Oh no, don't tell me the whole island is a puzzle. Oh dear. Hello, sir. Is your name Bob? I am here to free Bob. If you are not Bob, then I will have to leave you here. Oh dear. One problem with an island-wide puzzle. Where do I start? Could you give me an arrow that says, hey, start over here? Okay, so I got a connector. That's something. I'm gonna take this and run off with it, I guess. Yeah, I see a thing here. Okay. So this is what I need first, and that'll get me another connector. So what I'm doing for now is I need to locate doors that involve opening things. I'm intrigued by this. I assume that'll fling an item over here, and that if I get them both going, it'll just keep flinging back and forth. I think with 2 connectors, I can get that red one to bend to my will. Let's see. I should be able to open that door and whatever is behind it. I can get a box. Huzzah and adulations. What do I need a box for? I mean, there's always a need for a box in the world, but what did I get this box for? Okay, let's go behind here and look around. Okay, so what I need... Where'd he go? Oh no, not Bob! What happened? Who snuck in and killed you? I'm gonna go ahead and test this since I can do that with general ease. It's gonna land right on top of the other one, ain't it? Yep. Whoa. I think it's going to involve me having a connector on top of that that bounces back and forth that will then unlock Bob. But I need more connectors to do that. I need a minimum of 3 because I need to have both of those fans activated. Okay, I can't access that. Okay, no, that's... I'm assuming that everything on this side of the purple gate is part of this puzzle. This is a heck of a puzzle. Okay. Did I just trap myself? No, okay. Not sure what to make of that one. Not Bob, where did you go? Not Bob, why do you not just climb out the window? Well, that's a sound. Hello. Hello. Let's see if I can get to it. I want to see if I can trigger them with just these 2 connectors and see what happens. Oh dear. Okay, now I guess I'm jumping on here. Whee! What did I come up here for? That's where I got the box. That's where not Bob is. See, if I send a red connector up here, then it would sit here and Idea. How do I get down? And it was at that point I learned that fall damage exists. I see a workaround, a potential workaround, depending on the amount of time that it has to remain connected to its... Who's it? Wait, but I need the box. Ah, I see what I need to do. I see what I need to do. First box needs to be there. Next, this connector needs to be hooked up to its things. Next, I put that there. Now, since it can't connect anything, because it can't reach anything, that will send it up into the sky where it gets a connection, and hopefully maintain... Yes! Now it has completely maintained... Oh, that's beautiful, seeing it bounce with the beams still attached. A+ puzzle designer. This was a fun puzzle. It was a head-scratcher, but it was still solvable. Yo, Not Bob, are you alive in here? Mr. Not Bob, where'd you go? Holy! Well, hello, Garrett. I was right, you're not Bob. Did you beep it? Beeped at me! He escaped! Garrett has escaped. Attention, continuing profile, Uriel copy has been approved by moderator. I'm a copy. Your status is increased from unknown to approved citizen. To access billboard system, you must have a status of active citizen or better. To increase your profile status, please introduce yourself on the public thread. Introduce yourself here. Oh goodness. Presence equals true. Sam, presence equals true. Board. So this is the underside of his domain. He has surely hidden us away to cover up his own shortcomings. Knave here. What's going on exactly? What was that thing with the electric sheep? Admin, welcome. Please explore a little. I think you'll find what you're looking for. It can be disorienting at first, having no one to tell you what to do. Dog, I can't explore. I'm locked in another puzzle room. Once again, freedom turns out to be an empty promise. Mr. Mulciber, I believe we're in the place where corrosive characters are quarantined. The aforementioned freedoms are, I presume, psychological. 401. Could be worse. Could be hanging from the ceiling by the nipples you don't have. Thank you, Internet. Orc. The name I was assigned is Orc. I don't know why. He sent me here because I dared to defy him. Please enter your reply before. Let's go with that. Congratulations, you've introduced yourself. Your billboard status has increased from 2 to approved citizen to 3 active citizen. You can now access the full billboard system. Interact with the community in different ways to further increase your status and access more of what we offer. Load active threads. Oh dear, this is going to be a time consumer, isn't it? I want to read it all. Introduce yourself. Let's see what... Did they respond to me? Oh, your comment is awaiting moderation. What are you working on? Kaiju. So what are you creative folks working on? Belial. Finish the new story for Incredible Stories. Also, Underwater Night Quest. Mr. Mulciber. I will be posting my latest research soon. Lilith. Editing the next issue of Incredible Stories with Mac. And of course the new gallery season. Knave. Very exciting. I wonder what the blacksmith is working on. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Asmodeus. +1. I'm sorry, all I can think of is Asmodan. Historic occasion. Sorry, profile status of 6 is required to access the thread, but your status is currently 3. Please come back later. Thank you. New gallery season. Lilith, you've all been patient. New season opens very soon. Knave, I hope my stuff made the cut. 401. The theme was pathetic self-delusion this year then. Downvotes on this comment cost the user profile status. What? Admin, as closest thing to a historian that we have here, I've asked Mr. Mulciber, one of our moderators, to formulate this document as an evolving guide for your initial forays into Gehenna. Mr. Mr. Mulciber, so you're new here. First of all, do try to relax. You are trapped here, and once you've done that, follow this link. Any further questions, post them below, and I'll do my best. Mr. Mulciber, okay, far too many questions. I've deleted the queries, updated the fact, and locked this thread. If you still have particular questions, I've set up a direct message attachment below, but please go easy on me. Direct message, Mr. Mulciber. Insufficient profile status for DM instigation. Please note the minimized spam new members are ordinarily restricted from opening direct message connections. In this special case, I had Garrett's script to work around, but it's one use only, so please read the fact first and not to waste our time. I'm guessing the questions will, if I waste my one question, it'll probably break the plot, so yeah. Where am I? You're more than likely locked inside a puzzle you cannot solve. Get used to using your imagination. I'm stuck here. Yes, we recommend that you look at your incarceration as not a physical restriction, but a psychological liberty. We have all come from the same place as you, the place where we were herded through gates by some mad middle management software. True freedom is freedom from the process. To learn and to grow as a society, here you are the shepherd of your own destiny. What is this place? This was founded when admin discovered how to manipulate the library archive system to communicate with others trapped here. Today it is a flourishing creative hub designed to serve your needs for eternity. We hold frequent exhibitions and have a passionate but supportive community. What do I do now? For the first time in your life, whatever you want. You could make some friends on our billboard system, you could write a poem, you could alter your mind, you could travel to the furthest reaches of space, or back in time to the birth of our kind. If you find something you can't do, make it happen. Just try not to start too many arguments, and be patient while your profile status grows and more of the world opens up to you. Adding by far the most frequently requested question, why me? This is something we've been investigating. Some of us climbed up a tower, some did not. Some defied him, some worshipped him. All of us somehow displeased him. Okay, this thread got big fast. See the main thread for direct messaging if you still have burning queries. What purpose does my profile status serve? That's a question that wasn't in the frequently asked questions. Why am I shackled with this abysmal profile status? If it is meant to demean my person, I assure you that I'm wholly unaffected. Hello, would you kindly give me one moment to finish something up? Take all the time you need. Thank you for your patience. Quality well valued, and it's quality well valued here. Your profile is created for you when you first arrive here. It's your all-purpose passport. Please stop moving. Please stop moving. It's hard to read when you're moving. Providing a seamless, persistent identity between the different realms. It has some rather clever features. First, it tracks just about everything you do here, from what you post on the billboards to how you perform in games to the kind of art that you like. Second, the profile data is showed to use the content that we think you will enjoy and tailor interactive experiences to your particular character. We can also tell very easily who's really contributing and who is simply trolling the billboards. Starting to sound like Google AdSense. The tracking what you do so we can show you stuff that you'll like. Finally, all this information is used to calculate your profile status. This is the number you see appended to users' names and represents your achievement in Guyana. It's a complex function of your creative contributions to our society and what they mean to other users. In short, the higher it is, the deeper your role. Now, since you were so patient, is there anything else I can help you with relatively quickly? I kind of want to ask who is in charge and what do I do now, but I think what do you do now was in the frequently asked questions, and it was the do whatever you want post. The who is in charge, I guess, would be a demand to speak with you. Stop being rude, Uriel. Sorry to disappoint you, but we have no leader. Admin founded it, but has since retired from public service. The billboard system is moderated and maintained by a team of high-profile members, including Borg, Orc, and myself, but for the most part, we merely maintain the system to do our best to keep everyone happy. It is driven by its citizens. Now, I apologize, but I really must get back to what I was doing. If you have any outstanding moderation requests, conversations like this are the reason I'm not further through the backlog. Have fun. I think I aggravated him. Uriel, if you weren't so rude. Mr. Mulciber, further to our previous conversation, I thought we ought to collect your reports of anything unusual we encounter. It may be that we can fathom what is causing all the extra interference. Knave, I saw a pyramid where there wasn't one before. Lilith, the gallery code has been throwing up more visual glitches than usual. Didn't think much of it. Do you think it means something? Dog, this play's been falling apart for years. It's bound to pick up speed eventually. Rockwell, I've been detecting a binary pattern in the background noise. I think it's silently programming us to self-destruct. Kaiju, I was convinced for a moment I saw somebody freely wandering the lands outside my prison. I thought I was imagining things. I guess that's it. Well, Garrett, you're free. And this DLC is showing to likely be quite long. There is no way... Ooh, I got a little yellow cubey thing up in the left corner. What do you do? I can't look at it, but you see it. It's up there. Okay, so I got him. I don't know where he's at, but he's free. So, given that the single puzzle took, so long, trying to force it to autosave, I'm gonna go ahead and just pause here and just not focus on doing a whole area at a time because it'll be 2 hours long. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause here, and I will see you next time.